So we're talking about Kyle Seager, and if I told you if you're going into your free agency year, 34 years old, hit 35 home runs, 101 RBI, Kyle Seager, batted 212, Kyle Seager, um, retired. Kyle Seager retires. 34 years old. Began his career as a third round pick of the Mariners in 2009. Major League debut in 2011. In last year, 35, 101 RBIs, 1395 hits, 309 doubles, 242 home runs. Overall, 251, 321, 442 slash lines there. I don't know. Very shocking. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up changing his mind before the season is over. Someone will have an injury and they were going to really need him. And I could see him considering coming back. I mean, it's actually an answer to a trivia question. Who was really the last player to retire following a season in which they had 35 home runs and over 100 RBIs? David Ortiz comes to mind, but, Kyle Seager is one of them, too. And I think Ortiz had 38 home runs and 127 RBI. But nonetheless, I don't know. It's hard to, kind of think about why he retired. Obviously, spend time and be there more with his family. I could also theorize maybe that he did hit only 212 last year, so maybe thinking that the average may not get any better heading into his mid-30s. Wants to spend more time with his family. Bad speed on the base paths. I know Corey Seager's brother is a balanced hitter. Two completely different players. Maybe even could have eventually could have played a few more years, eventually being in a platoon role. But how often, again, do you see one player spending their entire career with an organization in today's game? Listen, I still think that he has still a couple of good years left in the tank. Solid career. He was consistent, had class. And he's also going to get to go out on his own terms and spend his career in one uniform, right? So I guess that's important to him. 10 years with the Mariners. And he's leaving on his own terms, and most certainly, I think he still had games left to play in a starting position on a few teams. I thought, honestly, that the Blue Jays might even sign him with Texas. Going into this year, they had him projected of getting a 2-year deal with $24 million. 20 to $24 million being left on the table when you're 34 years old. I think, Seager probably thought that he was well off. Again, fair play to the man. Always nice to go out on your own terms as opposed to being released or, things along those lines. I hope all is well.